this next point that Dad makes is, I think, it's a real great turn on the way that we normally look at things. Because normally we say, I will not be offended, and I think that's a good thing to say. But Dad here on his list says, I will not offend. And it's just a way of looking at things. A lot of times, I will not be offended, we're looking at what everybody else is doing, but I will not offend. How am I treating people? And our scripture here is in the book of Psalms, chapter 109:4. In return for my love, they accuse me, but I give myself to prayer. I will not offend. And have we ever offended people? I'm sure that each and every one of us have been offensive in some way. So how do we really live a life where we are walking through life, we are a light of Jesus Christ, and we're doing everything we can to not offend other people? I would say the first thing is, a lot of offenses come from communication. And I'm just going to give you a very good life lesson this morning. Think before you speak. Think before you speak. A lot of times we speak on the spur of the moment or in an emotion, and it brings hurt to people that we are talking to. Words go very deep into the hearts of people. I know that there are words that were spoken to me by different people when I was younger that I still remember, and it's amazing the longevity of those particular words. It's important to think before you speak. It's important to really control your tongue and not speak something that would bring offense, to think about what you're saying, and especially if it's in a situation where there's opinions being expressed. Opinions, everybody has one. You know, everybody wants to share their opinion, but not everybody's opinion is 100% right or even 50% right. But as we are hearing these opinions, I think it's very important to think before you speak and to be respectful. Just be respectful of other people. That's a sure foundation to live your life on if you're wanting to be a person that is not always bringing offenses to other people or offending other people, is just to be respectful. Respect other people and their life and the way that they think, and when you're speaking to them, watch how they're feeling, and if you can tell that it's an emotional moment, then be respectful of that. I'm not saying not confront or not have conversations that are difficult. We don't like them, but they're necessary. But at the same time, we want to have confrontations that help move the ball forward, not burn and destroy. So just be respectful when you are in those conversations. And then I would say the last thing, if I'm really wanting to live a life where I'm not offending other people, I think it's important for me to listen more than I talk. Listen more than I talk. And why don't you just gauge yourself in conversations going forward today, and how much of that was me talking and them listening, and should I have listened more than I talked, and start getting a good gauge. I know people that when you get in a conversation with them, they really want to talk 90% of the time, and the only portion they really want you to talk about is when you're in agreement with them. But that's obviously not a way to keep from offending people. Learn to listen more than you talk. I love this point. I'm thankful that Dad put it on his list, and I'm going to do everything I can today to not offend. God bless you.